Day 5, Job chapter 6, 7, 8, and 9. There are seasons in life when faith doesn't sound like worship songs or confident declarations. Sometimes faith sounds like Job, raw, tired, confused, and still talking to God. Let's begin with what Job admits out loud. The arrows of the Almighty are in me. My spirit drinks in their poison. God's terrors are marshaled against me. This is not rebellion. This is pain speaking honestly. God allows us to describe our pain without editing it for politeness. Job is not saying God is evil. He is saying, what I'm experiencing feels unbearable, and I don't know how to explain it. God does not silence Job for expressing how pain feels. In our world today, people are often told, don't say that, just be grateful. Others have it worse, but Job reminds us that unspoken pain doesn't heal, it just hides. You're hopeful, but wounded. Grateful, but exhausted. Believing, but confused. Let me remind you, God can handle your unfiltered truth. God can handle the words you are afraid to say. Your faith is not weakened by honesty. It is strengthened by it. Then we read where Job turns to his friends, not to God, and says, do you mean to correct what I say and treat my desperate words as wind? In other words, why are you debating my tone instead of listening to my pain? Job's friends were more interested in being right than being present. They analyzed his suffering. They explained it. They categorized it, but they didn't carry it. Job's friends were not cruel. They were confident that they understood suffering, confident that pain always has a clear cause. But Job exposes a hard truth many overlook. Not every cry is asking for correction. Some cries are asking for compassion. In today's world, someone shares their struggle and they're given a lecture. Someone opens up and they're told what they should have done. Someone admits weakness and it's dismissed as negativity. Desperate words are not meaningless. They are often evidence of survival. Desperate words are not doctrine. They are distress signals. When someone is drowning, you don't correct their grammar. You reach out your hand. Choose compassion over commentary. Moving on, my next lesson is the verse where Job says, my days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and they come to an end without hope. A weaver's shuttle moves fast, back and forth, creating fabric almost before you realize it. Job is saying, life is moving quickly, and I don't see what it's producing. This hits close to home in our time. Years pass, yet dreams remain unfinished. Effort is poured out, but results feel thin. Time moves fast, but meaning feels slow. Speed does not equal purpose, and delay does not mean denial. Job felt hopeless, but the story was not over, and neither is yours. God is not bound by your timeline. He is still weaving, even when you cannot see the pattern. Bildad, one of Job's friends, asks, can papyrus grow tall where there is no marsh? Can reeds thrive without water? This is a metaphor about roots. Papyrus looks strong, but it cannot survive without water. Reeds appear tall, but they depend on hidden nourishment. Life, spiritual or physical, cannot thrive without nourishment. Sometimes our faith struggles not because we are sinful, but because we are dry. Dry from constant responsibility, emotional exhaustion. Giving without being refilled. Do not confuse dryness with failure. Dryness is a signal, not a sentence. Just as plants need water, souls need rest, truth, and honest connection with God. Growth doesn't come from pretending everything is fine. Growth comes from staying connected when it's not. Then Job shifts his focus back to God and asks, if he snatches away, who can stop him? Who can say to him, what are you doing? This is not resignation, it is recognition. Some things in life are beyond our control, no matter how righteous, prepared, or careful we are. God does not stop being God just because life stops making sense. Job does not stop talking to God because God is powerful. He keeps talking. Power does not cancel relationship. True humility is trusting God without explanations. Job then goes on to whisper one of the most tender desires. If only there was someone to mediate between us, someone to bring us together. Simply put, God, do you see how small I am? Do you understand how heavy this feels? Job is not asking for escape from suffering. He is asking for understanding. He longs for a bridge between human pain and divine power. Job is unknowingly voicing a future hope, a mediator who understands both God and humanity. God hears prayers even before the answer exists. God walks with honest people, not flawless ones. Pain does not cancel faith. Honest words are not sinful. Time passing does not mean purpose is gone. Roots matter more than appearances. God is still sovereign even when silent. The greatest act of faith may simply be refusing to stop talking to God.